Welcome to Enchanted, an Ironman series where I am locked to the Western Isles region of Gillinor, which includes Tirannwn and the Isle of Souls. While being stuck in this dangerous and barren region, the goal of Enchanted is to build a high-level PVM account in order to fully complete the region's minigame and boss collection logs. If you're just joining us, I strongly suggest watching the series intro episode linked here, which explains the account rules and exceptions in greater detail. As a quick recap, I am just starting my journey in the Tirannwn region with only a pickaxe and a bow without ammo. First things first, I want to explore the region. I need to know what I have access to and what sort of NPCs, shops, etc. I have available to me. Since I'm already here, I'd like to check out the Tyrus camp, Tyrus port, and possibly the Ioworth camp. There it is, the first KC on the account while being locked in the region, and of course, it's a chicken. While we're at it, let's talk to a few of the NPCs in the camp and see what's going on. Seems like they're all working for the king and aren't too keen on me being here without an invitation from the king. I guess we'll learn more on that later. Okay, there seems to be a pretty strange general store here stocked with halberds. Let's see if we can sell the chicken for anything. 0 coins. This is gonna be rough. I thought it would be a little bit easier than this. I'm not gonna lie. Although this general store seems to be lacking in some of the normal and very useful items, it will be extremely helpful to always have some form of weaponry readily available. With that, let's make our way down to the port and see what's going on there. Looks like some more guards, which still don't really care for me being here. Very nice. We've got access to the charter trading post. Loads of useful stuff in there. It's honestly a bit overwhelming. Not sure what all I need to be getting right now. All I do know is that I'm flat broke and need to come up with some GP fast. 0 GP for the chickens in these shops as well. So far I have no way of making money. There are a few items that are catching my eye, like the glass blowing pipe for crafting, knife for fletching, and the basics of the tinderbox, rope, hammer, and chisel. Okay, well, that guard had some dialogue options discussing what was to the south, so let's head down there and check it out a bit further. So this is where Zulrah is. I have never been down here before. It's definitely got a poisonous, creepy vibe, and I am so far away from this content, and after talking to all of the NPCs here, I don't think there is anything useful to me here for the time being. We've made our way back to the Tyrus camp, and honestly, I think I'll need to kill some chickens while I brainstorm how to make some GP. So I do remember that there's a fire in the underground pass near where we had to kill the paladins. I'd hate to retreat back to the underground pass so soon, but that really might be my only viable method for obtaining cooked food and potentially items to sell for GP. Before heading back down there though, I'd really like to increase my survivability. I'm thinking base 20 to 25 melee stats because the only accessible monsters to me down there are level 9 wizards, level 14 to 24 zombies, or the level 22 to 25 skeletons, all of which will be difficult for me to farm at this point. That said, let's make our way into the forest, into the little field where there's a bunch of rabbits. I think that would be a good training ground for me. Okay, just need to make it over this little tripwire. Oh, f***. Poisoned without any food. Where do I go? Where do I go? Can I run back to the Tyrus camp this way? Can I just avoid this trap in future runs or what? Let's see what's over here. Dead end. Okay. Oh, God. Another 2. I've got no food. No cooked food here. Let's see if there's a fire somewhere. I thought maybe... Okay, Leita's not even unlocked to me yet. Maybe there's a fire over here into the field where the rabbits are. Oh my God. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I don't see anything. Oh, maybe by the elf tracker. Maybe he's got a little camp. Let's see, let's see, let's see. No f***ing way. Fire remains? No. Oh shit. Okay, okay. So it's time to use the trick. So a lot of people don't know this, but if you open up the items kept on death screen while poisoned, it kind of delays the poison damage effect. Doesn't totally negate it, but it delays it long enough for you to kind of regen your hit points. So we're gonna have to wait this out, and it's gonna be a little bit of time here. So I'm definitely feeling a bit trapped here. In every direction I go, there are obstacles and traps which deal a ton of damage. To the east, we have the underground pass, which if I fall trying to traverse, could hit me for a 10. If I successfully exit the underground, I'm met with leaf traps, tripwires, which if I fail, hit me for 15 or 10 plus poison damage, all the while having no easy access to food. My best option right now is to traverse into the forest, kill some rabbits, navigate my way back to the underground, use the open fire by the paladin camp, and try to kill the zombies or skeletons down there for some unique drops to sell for GP. I really feel like this method is not going to be sustainable long term. I'll need to keep brainstorming and figuring out what I can do. Okay, so almost a full 10 minutes later, I'm finally cured of the poison. I really don't want to try to go over this leaf trap. Hell, I probably can't even because of the damage dealt. If I fail, I will die. So let's hang out here in the rabbit field, regen some health, and work on gaining some levels. Kind of a big milestone for the account in the early days here. That's 25 HP and a total level of 225. Let's go. Got a nice little prayer level coming in here. That's 10 prayer. Although we can now rock initiate armor, this will never be available to me on this account. And with that kill, we've got 25 strength. I think that's enough for me to go down into the underground. I want to get a full inventory of raw rabbit so that when I get to the paladin camp, I can have as much food available to me as possible. Okay, so we've got a full inventory of rabbit. We've got some increased survivability here. I think it's time for us to head into the underground, cook up this food, start killing some zombies, and hope for the best drops possible. As I make my way back into the underground, you might be asking, why am I not targeting the wizards? Well, a huge part of your ability to defend against magic attacks is based on your magic level, which mine is stagnant at level 1. These wizards also have a max hit of 6, which is daunting. That said, there are a few key drops I'm targeting from the zombies and skeletons. First off is an iron axe. Both zombies and skeletons drop this item somewhat rarely, and it will be critical for me to progress this account. Obtaining an iron axe is a must for this account, as it will unlock woodcutting, fire making, fletching, and so much more. Second is weapons and armor. Both drop a variation of med helm, sword, dagger, kite shield, or simi, all of which do not exceed iron. Third is more generalized and passive, but both of these monsters drop various herbs and runes. I'm hoping to get enough entry level drops so that I can slowly start progressing my herb lore and magic levels. Okay, we've made it down to the paladin camp where the fire is, and we've got a nice level 8 cooking coming in here, and we're ready to fight some zombies. First zombie KC on the account, and we've got 21 attack from it. That's awesome. I'm trying to target the level 13 zombies just to better utilize the food that I do have on this trip. And yeah. Oh shit, a grimy Tirannwn. That's awesome for herb lore. I know I can't use that yet. Let's hope for some guams. Okay, the very next KC, we got a grimy guam. What are the odds of that? So we're getting our first bit of herb lore experience on the account. Let's go, baby. Okay, I'm honestly shocked at how fast we ate through all that cooked rabbit. I have no more food left already. I'm going to need to leave the underground, re-up on some more rabbit, and make my way back down here. I just wanted to give you a full shot of how difficult it really is to get around on this account at this point. I'm trying to make my way out of the underground pass. That last zombie kill ended up draining me down to 4 HP. So I'm just standing here waiting for my health to regen so I can attempt to cross the obstacles to get out of the underground. Now, if I fall, I hit for 10 HP and I need to stand here and wait again for it to regen. I'm just killing a lot of time. I need to find a more efficient way. So we finally made it out of the underground pass. And again, I want to display how difficult it is to get around this place. The very first obstacle we have to come across is the leaf trap. And of course I f***ing fall and I take 15 damage. I'm right back to redlining. I'm just constantly redlining on this account and it's stressful. After waiting for my health to regen and stocking a full inventory of raw rabbits, I'm headed back to the underground for round 2. I think my goal for now is to finish up this next round, see what I can sell to the general store in the Tyrus camp, and try to upgrade to either the bronze or iron halberd. I think that will help make these trips just a little bit more efficient. Okay, so we just finished up round 2 at the zombies, and as you can see, I really didn't get any of the drops that I was looking for, although I did get some more herb lore experience in guams, and I have the grimy Tirannwn. I really need these to sell for some GP at the store to try to make things more efficient. Once again, we are poisoned while making our way back to the Tyrus camp. As strange as it sounds, I am getting more and more comfortable with being poisoned, just living with that being a factor. However, I still need to find a reliable food source. That's when it all hit me. I can use the pineapples from the charter ship store with a knife to make pineapple rings. That could be my ticket to success. I'm gonna try to sell what I can to the store on my way down to the docks, and let's see if this works. So it looks like the Guam leaf will only sell for 1 coin, the grimy Tirannwn for 6, that's decent. Oh my gosh, and the raw rabbit for 8. I could just be making quick trips between the rabbit field right next to me to the east and this general store. Plus, I add on the pineapple rings. This is gonna be so much more efficient, and I think that'll help me gain a few more levels and increase my survivability and threat level to start hunting the drops that I'm after. The only major flaw with this plan is that there's potential to get poisoned while going from the general store to the rabbit field and vice versa on every single trip. This honestly isn't a very easy region to be locked to. Oh, I am so excited to cut into these pineapples. This is amazing. I can't believe I forgot about this, but thank God for my ultimate Ironman experience and game knowledge that triggered back in here when it needed to happen. This is awesome. I'm gonna start farming some rabbit runs here and just selling that and upgrade to the halberds. Okay, just after a few runs, we finally have the bronze halberd. Look at me now. I actually went and bought an eye patch as well, just for the steezy look of it. We're locked in here. We're grizzled. We're ready to go with the halberd. As I make my way back to the rabbit field, I think it's time for the first official training montage. Let's roll it. As you can see from the montage, we were able to afford the iron halberd upgrade. With that, plus the pineapples and the increased skills, I think it's time to go farm some zombies and chase those drops. Starting out strong here with level 30 strength coming in, no pun intended. And with this air rune drop, we can get our first bit of magic experience, and the runes are gone. A few kills later, and we got the iron mace drop. This is definitely a good upgrade to the account as far as the crush bonus and just speed of attack. Somehow I knew this was gonna happen. I'm being accused of not being a real account here. It's hard for people to fathom that I'd be trapped in this region and just putting myself through so much suffering and pain. Speaking of suffering and pain, there's the first level gained in herb lore, a skill that for the time being is locked behind cleaning herb drops. A few KC later and we get the bronze medhelm drop. This is officially my best in slot defensive armor for the time being. And look at that fashion scape. There's 30 defense, 28 attack, and 275 total level. Another nice little defensive bonus coming in here with the bronze kite shield. That's 30 attack, 17 prayer, and finally a level in magic. Although I'd love to keep these grimy herbs for training in the future, I won't have access to a bank for quite some time, so it's time to circle back to the general store and see what kind of GP I can make. Almost 1k in profit. That doesn't sound like much, but in this region, I'll take it. As I head back to the zombies to continue my hunt for the iron axe, I achieved 31 attack, 34 HP, 34 strength, and 33 defense. And just as I'm starting to lose hope of ever getting the iron axe drop, that's when this beautiful newbie axe appears. Nearly 6 hours into our first grind, we finally got it. We obtained the iron axe drop. This is absolutely huge for the account. Not only does this completely unlock woodcutting, fire making, fletching skills, it also allows me the freedom to cook while roaming the forest, meaning we can pass the forest with greater ease and not rely on the pineapples at the port anymore, but rather we can kill and cook the rabbits. I seriously never thought I'd be this excited over an iron axe before. I think this is an awesome place to wrap the first episode and conclude the first mini grind of the account. We now have so much more to work on in the next episodes. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you consider dropping a like and subscribing.